Hi everybody, very good morning. This is 30th of July 2026. We are discussing about the market outlook for the day. Based on our yesterday's discussion, that have been predicted like yesterday's also somewhat an important range we can follow thereafter. Like as predicted, yesterday's was really tremendously good, and the conviction what we have been observing is the conviction when compared to the previous sessions have been seeing some improvements, and the follow through actions in terms of buying support also got improved. So in all the manner, the overall structure has now become better when compared to the previous swings it has recorded on charts. So based on that, even though we have already alert about the caution you have to maintain, it is somewhat a favorable one for those who want to build long and continue holding or accumulating the long positions till yesterday. But what it is there for today's trend, it is very simple to approach the market in today's and tomorrow's trend as well. Based on yesterday's high and low, there has been a very broader way of range it has recorded. So that can be focused. Between that, one can utilize sell on rise mostly and buy on dips in case if it is, or in case you are seeing the benchmark index are approaching the recent swings low as supports, or otherwise the yesterday's low as support. As we have mentioned in today's phrase, the conviction improves, the crucial resistance awaits. Where it is? Yes, that was the previous swings high. That was the day, the first time Nifty closes above the 8th July's high of 24,300. That was on 17th July happened. The high recorded was 24,367. That is the near and core capping zone, which is going to impact the current structure of the market for today and tomorrow, even until next week. That means the first week of August, we can expect the impact would be continuing in case if it is getting a rejection around that 17th July is a high. Along with that, based on yesterday's high and low range, one can set your trading ideas, whether it is for long or whether it is for short. So that is the planning strategy one can have before approaching today's market. What will be happening in case it breaks or in case it closes in any larger time frame above the 24,367 as the high of 17th of July 1? That will be a great signal for the market, and that will allow the August one to start with an increased optimism over the behavioral approaches for the market. If it happens so, the 24,700 may get easily approached and get closed even as per our prediction, and then there will be no worry once the 24,700 gets closed for the consecutive 2 sessions. We can expect at 2,000 plus points from the rally as per the historical behavioral outcomes. Even though it is not, 2,000 plus points means we can expect at least the 50% of that particular rally's recording 1,000 points. So we analyzed by the way of approaching the ground level of the behavior, and the outcomes also halved when compared to the previous historical happenings. So if it is getting halved against the previous recordings, 2000 plus points only we have seen after breaking above or below the 24,700 as a core behavior shift zone. So in case if you are seeing any disturbance, 1000 points of rally simply can be expected. In case if it is not happening, the rejection is likely to happen anywhere between 24,367, where it may start the rejections based or a downward trends may be happening from there. And if it is getting a chance of moving above 24,367, the next one should be closely watched is the higher chances of getting rejection is around 24,700. If it not happens, that means the break above is not happen means from the way of rejections, the market may be seeing another swing that may be getting formed from the 24,700 rejection towards the 23,700 again. So overall, the positional setups also have been discussed now. For the day, the opening would be on cautious note because the market already nears the recent swings high. So 24,300 to 367, even though it has comfortably closed above 24,200 as an immediate resistance point we have discussed till yesterday. That has been fulfilled. But as per our concept, 2 consecutive sessions are required to get any upward or downward confirmation based on the range breakout. That can be secondary. The major one will be, the primary one will be breaking and closing at least in 1 hour time frame above the previous swings high of 24,367. So what we are advising the investors or traders here at that juncture of getting a pivotal directions, reducing your long positions without aggressively participating on building longs or even shorts would be better, particularly on index-based ones. As long as the Nifty is holding above yesterday's low, in case if it breaks yesterday's high, surprisingly, for the intraday-based setups, one can keep focusing on building longs. Conversely, if it get a break below yesterday's low, that can be utilized to build new short positions, and those who already built a short position can be utilized that particular chance for accumulating further too. But based on both strategies can be relevant to the break of high or low of yesterday's one. In case the Nifty is not giving any way, not breaking either side of yesterday's range, the consolidation, it is very simple. Actually, in the way of recent behavior, the consolidation only helped the Nifty to break out and move higher. So that in that way, if the consolidation is happening between yesterday's range means that would be better. That may be giving a chance for the day traders, but that will be really good for the markets to give another breakout and move further high. So that also can be focused. That's it about the Nifty's prediction, analogical way of outcomes one can have. Today's sectors and stocks, what and all you have to follow and approach means. It is, of course, the IT. As we have been discussing about IT's behavior and its results about the predictions what you have made against that, it has been almost 15% of recovery kind of actions or a bouncing kind of actions recorded on chart after its correction about 15% happened against our prediction of 16%. So that has been discussed already. So it would be better to reduce your positions in case you are having highly on the IT sector. Even though it is having a chance for moving further, because of the recent days action within 4 sessions, it has risen about over 10%, means it may be giving a chance for the seller to book the profit. So it would be better to maintain a sell on rise for the short-term traders. If you are a medium-term or a long-term trader, it would be better to watch the IT index. As long as it is holding 30,000 above for the consecutive 2 sessions, the chance for making 32 plus and even over 35,000 also can be expected, but for that not at all having any single point of clue here. So another 1,000 points we may expect a rally may be continuing, but up to 35,000 and all not having any chance as of now or signal as of now. So that also can be in focus. Along with the IT sector stocks, metal will be in high focus because of the price increase happening across the global commodities. Pharmaceuticals and finance, particularly the finance, will be having a key for today's after IT. And private banks, even though some mid-cap oriented public sector banks are actually ready to move higher, but the trend is not supporting that much as per today's outlook. So which may be seeking the help from private banks to set a movement on the bank index, and then the public sector banks may be joining later. And the multinational corporations as a sector one can focus along with the sectors we have discussed here. On stocks front, based on the earnings outcome and news based one, the stocks listed here that includes Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone, Asian Paint, Colgate Palmolive, Dabur India, Eicher Motors, Bajaj Housing Finance, Vedanta Oil and Gas, Wari Energies, and the Acme Solar Holdings are the companies one can focus based on the earnings outcome they have provided, announced, and that may be suitable for the day traders with a great opportunities available. The companies which are now going to release their quarterly numbers, that includes Bajaj Finance, the biggie in financial services, Mahindra and Mahindra, the Tata Steel, Torrent Pharmaceuticals, Hyundai Motors, IRFC, Mankind Pharma, Vedanta, Mazagon Dog, Swiggy, Thermax, Ajanta Pharma, Global Health, the Medanta, Exide Industries, Novama Wealth, LIC Housing Finance, Gillette India are the core companies announcing or releasing their quarterly numbers for the June and quarter. Ensuring strict stop loss strategies or discipline will be a helpful one for all the kind of trading actions. Kindly practice with a disciplined stop loss strategies. So that's it about the market outlook for the day. We can discuss. NIFTY as a query here, following. As we have described for the IT index, see for the Infosys also, one can utilize the momentum to book some profits, which means no need to urge and build the short positions here. But anyhow, sell on rise would be the good strategy. And by replacing that, you can book some portion of your shares under NIFTY or wherever the positions held between IT index oriented stocks. One can utilize those chances to reduce some positions through the way of booking profit or even reducing some portions, even though you are not in profit. So the Infosys as of now having the clear resistance zone around 1,180, between 1,180 and 1,200, the probability may be getting increasing for a selling opportunity. As long as it is holding 1,150, No need of getting urge or panic about exiting the positions. If you can manage your funding positions, you can maintain 1150 as the stop loss. So that's it for Infosys story. Again, the Hindi demand has been risen. So as we have many times here stated about the progress about the translation kind of things and all working for many languages, not only Hindi. Based on your demands, we try to push further towards making the things happen so to the management. So that's it. We can now conclude the day. Hope the things and all will be helping you for even the positional setups also, not only for intraday, through the way of observing the behavioral outcomes what we have discussed. Wishing everyone to have a fabulous day today, as we have mentioned about the great day yesterday that happened. Today, it may be a calm day if it is getting a consolidation. Be lighter in positions. Try to book some profits if you are already build the positions on long side. That's the very important thing. Thanks again. Bye-bye.